So your Uncle Andrew has put you on the train as bait.
Basically.
Broadly. That's the only reason I can imagine you'd put on 2 virginal children, is to attract vampires to drink their unsullied blood.
Right, and then he leaves.
I would. I don't want to get trapped in this train with a vampire. How do you think Uncle Andrew's made all of his explorer money?
We're very cozy.
Come on, baby.
We're always cozy.
Uh-huh. I mean, we're in my closet right now. So.
That seems like a very popular American thing to do, to record a podcast in your closet.
Yeah. Well,
and
we usually do have we go to an AV studio in a library. But when we can't use that, then we do indeed use my closet.
See, I think it's just a byproduct of America's landmass. Lets you have closets big enough to fit more than one person in and record a show.
Oh yeah, we could fit in maybe 2 more people.
Yeah, I think so.
Mine's full of clothes. Weirdly, yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of clothes in here too. So
beware and warning, and welcome everybody, and thanks for tuning into a very special episode of Choose Your Own Book Club. So my name's Peter. I'm a librarian.
My name's Abby. I'm also a librarian.
And today we are joined by a very special guest. He is a... How would you describe yourself, Grant?
Well, I'm not a librarian.
Oh, sure.
I've never been accused of that. No, I'm a games designer. I'm a games writer.
But I feel you're so much more than that.
Well, thank you. My therapist would love to hear that. What do you think I am?
I think that, Grant, you are a rock star of tabletop RPG. I think that if Gary Gygax is like the Elvis Presley, you are like the Joey Ramone. You are the...
I'll take that. I'll take that.
You're the Kurt Cobain.
Yeah. Well, I've outlived Kurt.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I was just kind of struggling for like an actual title. So when you describe yourself, how do you describe yourself to people?
I occasionally describe myself as the delinquent weekend father of one-page RPGs. I write games for a living, and I run. Sorry, my name's Grant Howitt. I don't know whether I said the whole name. I'm Grant Howitt. I'm part of Rowan, Rick and Deckard, and we're a publishing house in the UK who's published games such as Spire the City Must Fall, Heart the City Beneath, Eat the Reich, which doesn't have a subtitle, Honey Heist, Jason Statham's Big Vacation, and more.
Wonderful. So we were kind of talking a little bit through email. Did you have any experience previously with Choose Your Own Adventure?
So I've never read a Choose Your Own Adventure game before, but I have read a lot of fighting fantasy, which is what we had in the UK. Are you au fait with fighting fantasy? Is that something which you've experienced?
No.
So fighting fantasy was popularized in the mid-'80s, and it's exactly the sort of thing which would be really popular if there are a bunch of Dungeons and Dragons ready nerds, but not enough to get a game together, which is why they did very well in the UK. So it is, all of them are set in this sort of grimy fantasy kingdom with horrible-looking orcs and like manky-looking trolls and the like. And you have, unlike Choose Your Own Adventures, which are kind of a branching path, these will do things like every fight you get into, you have to roll 2d6, you have to roll some dice, and if you don't roll well enough, you die and go back to the start. So I've played the first part of fighting fantasy games a lot, but never finished one. And so I got quite frustrated with it and got quite frustrated with the maths, and so I was really pleasantly surprised by Vampire Express, number 31 in the Choose Your Own Adventure series, which just lets you do the thing, just right off the bat, gives you a happy ending. I was really charmed. I thought it was fun. I thought it rattled along. I spent about 3 hours reading it and going through the different paths. And yeah, I was very charmed. But no, I've not had a great deal of experience with them before.
Would you say that what was it? Fantasy Flight?
Fighting fantasy.
Would you say that series kind of inspired your love for like role-playing games, or was it something else?
I think it certainly inspired my love for grotty fantasy.
Okay.
I really like how it's always raining, everything's grim, everyone's trying to rob each other, everyone's got some sort of curved blade, and like all of the men are unshaven and manky looking, and all the women are these sort of lumpy collections of bandages, and so like that kind of fantasy, that kind of grottiness and griminess really appealed to me, and that stuck with me. And you can see something similar in early iterations of Warhammer, and so Ian Livingstone was one of the writers. It was Ian Livingstone and Steve Jackson were the writers of Fighting Fantasy. Ian Livingstone went on to be a founder in Games Workshop, I believe. So there's a lot of crossover there, and so like I certainly have my inspiration from that. But my games are much more free-form, much more free-flowing, and much more about people coming together and telling a story together and improvising the answer as you go, rather than solving the problem by reading clever clues.
Well, how about let's get into this book. Normally, we do a segment called Choose Your Own Summary. So Abby is going to describe the book just really quick, just for a minute. We try to do it a little silly. So this time, just to kind of speed things along, Abby, I'm only giving you one option.
What?
So you're going to describe the book in 6 seconds or less, but every time you say a word that starts with a B or has a B in it, you have to do more of a vampire accent, blah, like that.
Blah.
Right, so every time there's a word with a B.
Oh.
So describe the books in 60 seconds or less.
Describe the what, sorry?
Oh, she's going to describe the book in 60 seconds.
No. Sorry. Describe the what?
The book.
Oh, you got me.
You got it.
We're already bad at this.
No,
Bad at this.
You're bad at this.
So yeah, just this normal voice and then more B words get you in trouble.
I mean, I'm going to do it in my whole entire vampire voice because I have a whole one.
Sure, but then it has to get more, it's vampire-y from there.
Vampire-y.
Yes.
Okay.
So 60 seconds starts now.
Okay, I'm a kid and my uncle Andrew has invited me onto a train in Romania or something, I guess.
So far, so good.
I think it's going up a mountain, and I'm there with a girl named Nina and her aunt who has a bloodstone necklace.
There you go.
And there's a painting somewhere, and her aunt goes to look at it, and when she goes, she vanishes. And then, like, we have to go and try to find her. And sometimes, like, we talk to professors or something, and sometimes we don't. And then other times we go into the, like, cabin with the vampires, and there's, like, a little old guy. Oh! And, I don't know, sometimes there's Romanian people, and they use a very bad negative slur about them.
Yes.
It's not very comfortable for us as readers. Ah!
Perfect.
I'm kind of impressed at the way you only said 2 words that began with B.
Yes.
It's like you were trying. It's like you were trying.
I was, realistically, I think B is not that common of a letter in the English alphabet. When I go and do my Wordle in the morning, it's S-T-A-R-E, stare every single time, because those are the ones that we use the most. So yeah, why would I use B? Vampires, they switch the V and the W. Everyone knows that. Vampire.
They're from
Romania.
Transylvania.
You have a good vampire voice, Grant.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm a GM.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. So just as a GM, what voices do you like to do?
One of my favourites is to sort of do the sort of Fagin street master of the boys of London. I like coming down here, but my sort of generic sort of NPC, just sort of myself, kind of Hugh Grant, just sort of flapping over the top, and I'm not really sure what's going on. And then of course there's my absolute favourite is to play someone's disapproving mother. Oh, well, we all appreciate our enthusiasm. That sort of, I love playing someone disapproving mother. I made a promise to myself a few years ago, back when I was GMing more regularly, that I'd stop doing like regional accents, and because it's so easy. to do a regional accent. And also, it really quickly dawned on me that I was only doing regional accents of people who weren't sat around my table. So if there was like a Spanish person at my table, I wouldn't do my COD Spanish accent.
Sure.
And so what I've tried to do is lean more into tone and mannerisms and what have you. But I'm going to say about 3 glasses of wine in, that Spanish accent comes right out. Welcome to the dungeon. It's there and it's waiting.
Love it.
Yeah, when I'm doing all of my goofy accents, I'm like, I'm always gonna punch up with my accents and never punch down with my accents. So all my British accents are, and I will not do any of them around you.
Oh no! Hey! I want to say, just we've done enough as a people, the Brits, that it's kind of like a French accent that it's not offensive.
Exactly. That's why I'm punching
us,
up.
the Dutch, the French, and let's be honest, you lot. we're basically fine to take the piss out of those.
Oh yeah. That's why I'm like, yeah, I can do a Russian accent, I can do a British one, I can do those ones. I'm not doing anybody else.
Like, I am fascinated to hear your British accent.
Oh, I have a lot of them.
Yeah,
they're really
oh,
terrible.
That's great because a lot of people just sort of come in and sort of around here and then don't go anywhere else.
Very Dick Van Dyke. That's mine, basically.
Absolutely, Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
Yes, mm-hmm.
I have several, and they're really bad. I do just listen to one of our first episodes.
Don't. No, our first episodes are so bad. Do not.
They're really stupid sounding, but I'm like, oh, hello, I'm a British person. They're just
that's pretty much what we sound like. That's bang on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's get into the book. So you are on a train in the Carpathian Mountains of.
You were a boy of some kind. Is that correct?
Well, it just always says you, but the pictures.
Yeah. Imply boyish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And some of them, they make you kind of androgynous, but in this one, number one, the illustrations, Doug Jamieson, woof.
Well, you can barely see what's going on in these illustrations.
Are these ones bad for the genre?
Usually, yes. They're usually a lot more clearer. They're usually kind of like a little bit more like 60s, like cocktail lounge, like cartoony.
Right.
Yeah, these ones are very dark.
Lots of cross-hatching.
Yes. Yeah. So they're almost like newspaper illustrations. So these ones aren't good by comparison.
So, but yeah, you very much do look like very gendered towards male. So very male.
So you and Nina, who is a friend of some kind and an aunt, are on board a train.
Correct. Yes. And you're there basically to escort them through these mountains because of your Uncle Andrew.
Mm-hmm.
So your Uncle Andrew is looking for proof that vampires exist.
Scientific proof.
Yes.
Scientific proof is like
Uncle Andrew
DNA
feels
sample.
a lot more main character-y than anyone else in this book, and he doesn't arrive until the end.
Yes.
No.
He's got like a drive. He's got motivation.
Yes.
He's got
and
contacts.
You find out that like everybody is working for him too. Like you're just kind of like another one.
Oh, Uncle Andrew, why didn't you say? Let me retract my fangs.
Yeah, so you're on this train and you're escorting Mrs. West and your friend Nina, and you're escorting she has this necklace,
Bloodstone.
the Bloodstone necklace. You're also escorting a painting that they have.
Yeah, but the painting is really far away from you, which seems
dumb.
like a bad choice.
Yes.
Right away. I'm keeping that painting close to my hip. It's like right by my butt.
I mean, if this is like an old-fashioned vampire grade painting, we've got to presume it's at least 12 feet across, the sort of thing that would hang in a great hall. You've got to presume it's like ebony and lead in the frame. So I'd probably want to keep that in some sort of storage car rather than having that on the seat next to me, like my shopping bags on the bus. But I can respect your desire for security.
That's fair.
It's probably cursed, but I want it by me. I want my cursed painting.
You want to look at it, don't you?
Yeah, I want to peek every once in a while.
You only get it for a little while. Here, by the way, viewers, here's that painting.
Yeah.
We can show on camera.
It's
Is that
kind of
wonderful cross-hatch painting.
Exactly. It's not that good. I'm just saying.
Well, the vampires painted it themselves. They feel like they can look in mirrors. So they're just they're describing each other. Actually, no, they can look at each other now. Okay.
Right? What if one of them was painting the other and like they thought the other one looked really good and the other one was like, they're just okay looking.
Is this what I look like? Oh my god! The widow's peak is outlandish.
They just got it done by like one of those people like on the beach, like doing like caricatures. It's good enough.
Well, luckily I love June buggies, so this fits right in.
There's surfers in the background for no reason. So yeah, your uncle writes you this letter. So Mrs. West and her niece may hold the key to our quest. For generations, their family has kept a painting jewel said to possess awesome and terrible powers. If we can use these powers, the painting and jewel should lead us to vampires, which they never do. I mean, they kind of do, but they're more like fight vampires.
They get led to vampires.
I mean, we lead us to vampires.
Exactly.
We're food. We're
exactly. And you're in vampire territory.
Yeah.
So, but these things won't really lead you to vampires. They're more to like fight vampires.
Yeah.
So your Uncle Andrew has put you on the train as bait.
Basically.
Broadly. That's the only reason I can imagine you put on 2 virginal children, is to attract vampires to drink their unsullied blood.
Right, and then he leaves.
I would. I don't want to get trapped in this train with a vampire. How do you think Uncle Andrew's made all of his explorer money?
Right, he's
looking
like,
through nieces.
I'll meet you when you get off. I got other stuff to do.
I will meet any surviving relatives when you disembark.
I'm sure you'll be good. Have a fun trip.
So if either the painting or the jewel fall into the wrong hands, he says, we could all be in grave danger. You must protect them and their owners at all costs. So again, you're a bodyguard to these people.
You're like 9.
Yes,
I don't
exactly.
think you've got all costs lined up in your head yet.
But also, like, you're a child. So, like, what are your qualifications for protecting anything or anyone?
Now,
is what my question was.
Are you a choose your own adventure child? Because by this point, in book 31, you're a scarred veteran of 100 wars.
True. So
you have seen some stuff.
One of our listeners just like sent me a message on Instagram, and he's like, if these books are all part of the same universe, which is how he read them as a kid, he's like, by this book, you're like a hardened, battle-scarred warrior.
You have a particular set of skills.
Yeah.
Your neck's been toughened up so much the vampire couldn't get through without.
You've been to space. You've fought ant people. You have done so much.
So you got to protect these things at all costs, but don't worry. You will not be alone in this task. I have helped the gypsies many times in the past. So it says gypsies, which we don't say anymore. You know, we use the term Romany. So not the best, but again, written in the 80s. They're my friends and they will keep you safe. So signed by Uncle Andrew.
Keep safe, he says ironically.
Keep safe. He seems like a nice guy.
Enclosed as a gun.
He gives you no weapon.
He gives you nothing.
Well, yeah, he doesn't even, because like I said, the painting is basically the weapon that you're going to use to kill these vampires.
Yeah, the painting and the jewel are somehow used in conjunction to lure and or kill the vampires.
Yes, but he never says that.
No, you just got to figure it out.
I think that also gives Tony Koltz, the author, the opportunity to come up with some really just like, oh, whatever, there's a bloodstone and a gem.
Yeah.
There's a bloodstone in the painting. Yeah, whatever. This stuff happens. And you can sort of have whatever mystical train-based guff you want in the middle.
The first time I picked up this book, I thought his name was Tony Klotz.
Tony Klotz!
Like, that's pretty funny for a blood book.
I was thinking more Tony Klutz.
I dyslexia'd it. It's Koltz.
So you read the letter, and then Aunt West, Mrs. West, she kind of feels something. She feels the painting calling out to her. And again, the painting is in the baggage car or whatever.
Hey, guys. Hey.
Is that your painting voice?
Yep. It's really chilly in the baggage car. Could you bring me some peanuts?
Can you push them into my frame? So your aunt just disappears.
Yes.
Your aunt stands up, possessed by a wanderlust that only a painting of 2 vampires can give you, and leaves. Unattend these children, leaving you and Nina to sort this out.
Yeah. Well, remember, she's not the person in charge of taking care of you.
She
and Nina.
really ought to be. One
you are the one
one
in
must
charge.
imagine the difficult life that the aunt has had. That Uncle Andrew has sent his children, his niece and nephew, to look after this lunatic.
No.
We're the closest relative I have to Transylvania, and all the others were eaten by wolves.
No, she's not the caretaker. You are.
Mm.
You're the big shot on this trip.
So then that gets you to the first real choice of the book. So you can check out the baggage car where the painting is, or you can start questioning the other passengers. Grant, what did you decide to do first?
I ran right to the baggage car.
Okay.
I was like, here's the two MacGuffins. I'm fascinated to see what they are. I don't want to go through lots of different conversations. We're gonna run right to the end of the plot. And again, this was what really charmed me about Choose Your Own Adventure books, because I got that. Like the story, like 7 minutes later, I'd finished the story.
Yeah.
Which is really exciting, as opposed to, you've been killed by a lizard man because you rolled a 3, which is my normal experience of these things. So
Sometimes they're still
thrilled.
like that, but usually it's like this, where it's usually like 5 some choices and then it ends.
I ran right to the baggage car
usually,
to investigate the spooky box.
Pick the bold path. I've found that you can make bold choices and win. And Peter usually does
Cowardly
the
path.
cowardly, boring stuff, and he.
Well, because the first choice for me, it was, hey, do you want to go into the baggage car or do you want to talk to strangers? So I'm like, I'm going to the baggage car. I'm not talking to strangers. That sounds awful.
When I was reading it, that's what I was like. I was like, I should try to pick the opposite thing of what Peter would pick. And I thought to myself, okay, I personally want to go to the baggage car, but I know Peter doesn't want to talk to strangers. I did go to the baggage car, though, because that just seems more fun.
All the plot does hide behind talking to strangers. Like anything interesting happening in the book, you have to go and do some questions and find the scientist or the magician.
Yes. Magician for no reason.
The magician
who are just there.
Yeah.
And again, just everyone is working for Uncle Andrew on this train, except for the vampires.
He's driving the train.
Maybe. I never went to the engine room. Did you guys?
I did.
I
but
got to the very exciting. Got to the engine room. Yeah, that was thrilling.
I never went there.
So anyway, Grant, let's get back to your. So you're in the baggage car.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sorry. I will also say sorry. I don't really know what happens normally on these shows. Are we playing the book?
Yeah, you just talk us through your first run.
All right. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So I go to this gloomy and disgusting baggage car, which is a weird adjective for a baggage car.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just there's a load of like old fish in here.
Right. What else is in there?
Yeah. I got a shipment of turds through to Transylvania. There are dusty old crates, cartons, and suitcases. But there's no sign of Mrs. West. Mrs. West, Aunt West, has vanished without a trace. She's gone. Been batted out the window. And we find this. Can we swear on this show, or is it not a sweary kind of show?
No,
that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Don't worry. Not a problem. We find this effing spooky box.
Perfect. No one will know.
We'll put like a duck sound over it.
We find this very spooky looking box, which your aunt must have had commissioned or something. Your aunt becoming more and more interesting as she takes less and less responsibility of you. And the box is so you're given the option again, and you're given what I feel like a bit of a false option, which is like, hey, do you want to open the box with Pandora written on the top of it, or do you want to go talk to the gypsies?
Exactly.
And it's like Peter at this point, if you're scared of things, I feel at this point, maybe did you then retreat and talk to a gypsy?
I didn't open the box. It told me not to.
The plot's in there. It's choose your own adventure, not choose your own. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Oh, yeah. Choose your own successful painting delivery.
Peter's painting delivery service. He does love museums.
I cracked that box right open.
Okay.
I was in there with a crowbar. I could not wait to see what happened, and I got that wonderful drawing. I got that fine. I mean, Doug Jameson's dead now, right? I got that piss poor drawing of the vampires, and we can see here there are 2 elfin-looking vampires hanging out near a piano stool. And that's what they're painting.
Right? Like that was the coolest.
We conceived this beautiful piano stool in 1752.
You're just excited about it.
We really want to show it off. It was custom built.
They also they describe the the painting as also having a lit candle, and
Where?
yeah, no lit candle in that painting.
It's a vampire candle, so it's invisible because it's by a mirror.
Or they don't want to ruin that piano stool. They don't want to get any wax on it.
I won't
It's
do
off
the
to
wax
the
on
side.
it. The painting
an
looks
antique.
hundreds of years old, yet the man and woman seem ageless. Almost
Mhm.
like it's a drawing.
That's how drawings work.
But the painting is moving. The painting starts moving, and when I first read this, I was like, "Oh, the characters in the painting are moving." No! It strains forward like a leopard ready to pounce on its prey. Then you hear the door of the baggage car open behind you. Are we going to carry on using the G word, or are we going to swap out to Romany?
We can just say Roma.
What's our scape? Yeah, Roma. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
Suits me. King of the Roma is here. The Roma arrive anyway. And take you through, from what I can tell, the tutorial of the book, where they tell you all about the vampires. They teach you how to fight vampires, and they take you away to a little sort of backdrop somewhere else, and you do a dance, and you even get the opportunity. You get the opportunity to throw gems into a fire, and it's like, do you want an easy solution? Or maybe a difficult solution.
So yeah, that was my first run through. So yeah, let me get to that really quick.
Yeah.
What did you pick? The easy one?
I picked the easy one. Yeah.
Of course, why would we pick the easy one?
Every time with him. Thank you, Grant. This is my everyday life with this guy.
So
Finally,
yeah, let me
someone understands.
see. It's like the Roma elder. She says, "The old ones have spoken. You must decide which of these stones is to be transformed by fire. Choose the crimson, and you will find both safety and a satisfying conclusion to your search." Who doesn't want that?
Me, I want adventure.
So you can choose the green, and you risk terrible failure and a dire fate. I never even did that one.
What?
So let me finish up with my first run through really quick. So you pick the crimson stone, and yeah, it goes up in the fire, and the lady says, "The old ones have spoken. They say that you have become one with us, that wherever you are, you will always find a home among the Roma. But this country is no longer safe for you. You must leave immediately." Oh, and by the way, the vampires have the Bloodstone and Mrs. West.
Yeah, like right. It's immediately bang. Half of your resources and an aunt are lost.
And then the lady is like, "Hey, we can use this painting, the painting you still have. We can use it kind of as a bartering tool to get your aunt back." Nina's like, "Yeah, we definitely should do that." And then you're like, "I don't know. Should we give them both the things?" And then the lady's like, "It doesn't matter. We'll figure it out."
It was a green stone. It's fine.
So that was my first run through. Was I gave up all my stuff and I just walked out of there.
I kept seeing a lot of stuff as you flick back and forth. And one of the joys of a choose your own adventure or a non-linear book is you flick through and you see all the stuff which you haven't done yet.
Yes.
And so I kept seeing a lot of chat about a castle. And there was an awful lot of like, oh, the floor disappears, and you go down a series of steps, and the wolves howl in the cloisters. I didn't reach the castle once, and I played for 3 hours.
What?
I never got there. I just kept having adventures on the train.
No. Okay, so if you pick the emerald green stone, right?
Which is the bad stone.
Which is the dangerous path.
That's the bad stone.
It's not a bad stone. No, there's no positives or negatives attached to it. It's just a stone.
That's fair.
It gets tossed into the fire, just like the other one, and it turns into this crystal. What's it called? It turns into Luluvo's star. Then you have to decide if you're going to go to the vampire's castle, or if you're going to wait at the top of the Roman needle. And both of those options are cool as hell. So honestly, I did both of them.
There's the castle. There's the castle you can see there if you're looking at the camera. I never got to go there on horseback. Uncle Andrew's there.
Yeah.
I never got to do any of that. I did blow up a train. So there's that, I guess.
Well, that's good. Yeah, I went on to the castle. So if you go to the castle, you get there and you go down these big steps. You go through this gate and stuff and go down the steps and you walk into a room and it's your room from home.
What? Why?
I don't know. So you go in there and you walk in and you're like, whoa, why is my room from home here? And Nina's looking at you and she goes, this is so weird. Why is this my room from home? Gas.
Inception.
I know. And
You have the same room all along.
We're twins. What? But just then, Mrs. West and Uncle Andrew walk through the door. And they say, hello, my dears. And the painting that you're carrying with you makes a growling noise. And you realize that's not them. It's the vampires. So they turn into bats and they start going. And the painting that Nina is holding lunges forwards and follows the bats. So then it's like you start chasing Nina, who's chasing the bats.
So he's chasing the painting, who's chasing the bats.
Right.
Is the painting pro or anti-vampire? I can't tell.
Anti-vampire, I think.
Because that's mostly how you can kill the vampires is...
It's kind of a Dorian Gray situation.
Yeah, very Dorian Gray. Like if they see the painting, then they burst into fire.
Yeah, because like when you get into this chamber here, hold on.
Oh.
Yeah. So you get into this big chamber and the bats are like flying around. One of them, you see there's like thousands of bats, but one of them has the bloodstone that it stole from Nina's aunt.
Yes.
On its neck. You raise up Lolovo's star and Nina holds up the painting and they both like shine this bright light and it, I don't know, pierces through the bats and they fall down and they die. And then you walk out and Uncle Andrew shows up.
He was just there the whole time?
Yeah. And
did he slow clap like,
yeah.
Well.
Well, you've killed all my evidence.
Well, it's great because it says, like you find, you know, Mrs. West and then it says the next morning, Andrew arrives. Too late. He greatly regrets to take part in the adventures. But he's never looked happier because he has proof that the vampires exist.
But he doesn't really. You never really get proof.
No.
Like scientific proof.
There's no scientific proof. You don't have pictures. You don't have DNA. You don't have anything. But
we have the word of 2 children and a clearly insane aunt.
Yeah. You can also go up to that needle, you know, the Roman needle thing. If you stand up there, you light this big fire and you put the painting out to try to lure the vampire bats over. And you hear all these wolves howling and the lightning and thunder and stuff. And they come over and basically like the star that you're holding and the painting, like ignite them on fire and it's wild. There's a great picture of it where you guys are like dancing around the fire and they are
through the power of love, like the power of friendship, you kill the vampires.
Yeah, essentially. It's really cute. You're dancing around and singing really loud and your love and friendship kill them. Plus also the painting and the star kill them. More of that than the friendship. But it's cute to think that it was your love and friendship.
That's how I like to think of it.
No.
So yeah, I did get in the castle. And it was basically my bedroom.
Now we talk about it. I think I might have reached the bedroom.
Okay.
I don't remember much past that. I think that might have been on the first one. And then like because there's all these cool drawings of like basements and stairs and stuff, but I didn't get to come to those. I want to drill down on something here in this narrative. So Uncle Andrew is increasingly seeming like some kind of trafficker. Has sent his niece and. Not invalid, but certainly not capable of taking care of herself, sister, and an unconnected child who has the ability to respawn. And on this one train, not only is there a magician and a scientist and all the Roma who will help you with this, but also there's a whole carriage devoted to the vampires. There is a private carriage for the vampire. Like, he didn't have to do any of that stuff with the painting or the bloodstone. He could have just walked one train forward on the train, one carriage forward, and found the luxuriously appointed staterooms of the vampires, complete with a little guy who does magic.
Yeah, that little guy is fun. What's his name? Bella?
Yeah, he's got a weird name, I think. Yeah,
he's fun.
Do you ever find out why the vampires are there on the train to begin with? Because it seems like
they're going home. They're going back to their castle.
Where were they? You know,
they
don't really talk
film
about
festival.
It. Nobody asked them though.
So, but it's just like a weird coincidence, right? Like that you're there and they're there, right?
Yeah.
I suppose maybe if we want to get it's obviously it's a very weird coincidence. If we want to try and lean into maybe work out how it was, maybe the painting ordained this, the bloodstone ordained this, and so their lives lead them around. No, I mean it is also I'm here complaining about a children's book with
That's all we do, though. That's what
with
this show
20,
is.
with 21 possible endings, and I'm like, no, they put everyone in the train. Well, like, I don't want to go through a 5-step process where I change my trains just to make sure that I can meet a scientist with some sort of flashing laser device.
Oh yeah, the laser box thing
Laser.
from
I like
the
the laser.
magician is.
So can we talk about that really quick? So
So there are 3 groups of people you can speak to. I seem to recall.
yes.
There's the Roma and 2 others.
Professor Hartz and
Fino. Oh no, that's the
And Fano.
vampire's voice. isn't it?
Fano?
Fano.
Fino.
So yeah, Fano's a magician.
Mhm.
And this is a really funny detail I wrote down. A chipmunk peers out from under Fano's coat collar. It takes a look around and then disappears. So he says a chipmunk in his coat for no reason.
He's a magician.
He's eccentric. But anyway, he created a new device, a vampire trap. Unfortunately, it has never been tested. So I'm kind of a dum-dum. I didn't understand even remotely what the science was behind this.
Peter, it's not scientific. Like, I don't think there's science to it.
The device is a combination of mirrors and red, green, and blue lasers. In ordinary light, vampires don't cast reflections in mirrors, nor do they cast shadows. But lasers don't make ordinary light. So if I can catch the vampire's reflections, then I can catch them. The mirrors are set up facing each other, and the lasers will shine from the outside. If we can draw the vampires between the mirrors, they will be ours.
Seeing as we already have their souls stored in a painting, this feels a bit hat on a hat.
Yeah. So, like, it doesn't make sense scientifically because how would the lasers shine through the mirrors? The mirrors are solid matter.
It's those 2-way mirrors from police stations.
Okay.
I was thinking more like like in movies, like the lasers would bounce off of each other.
But if they're shining from the outside, that's what he said. They're coming from the outside.
Sure.
That doesn't make sense. How can you shine a laser through a solid thing? Now,
I will say, the laser trap doesn't work.
No.
It does after a while, though, doesn't it?
No, they just dance more and more, and then they kill everybody.
Because they can see each other. They can see themselves in the mirrors.
Yeah.
Countess Carmilla stops when she comes to the vampire trap Fino has made. With this, you intend to capture us? Laughing, she places a hand in front of one of the mirrors. The hand makes no reflection. When will you turn it on? She asks. I can't wait.
It's like a disco.
Maybe it does work. Yeah.
It doesn't. It doesn't work. They just dance around in it, and he turns the lights up more and more. It becomes like a sexy disco for them. They love the brighter beams. Now they waltz. They lock eyes. Then they paralyze you. And
they turn into dust.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Not in my book. They turn you into the ranks of the undead.
Oh.
Page 24. The 2 vampires love the brighter beams, and now they are waltzing.
Okay, so no, I do have that though. But there's a something you can do where it does work. I had to tackle Nina. Nina is going to punch out Camilla.
Yeah.
I have that too.
And so you have to tackle her, and if you tackle her, then it works somehow.
It still doesn't work. You have to do other stuff to kill them.
Okay.
You have to do other stuff to
kill them. If you stay,
we must have the cool version where lasers don't work.
Nope. Lasers are made up.
Lasers, like vampires, haven't been proved by science.
They say it's like
although Uncle Andrew is fascinated.
They love the lasers.
You see like a smoke machine in there.
Like they bring their own vampires bring their own smoke, which I quite like in their own. And this is 84, so this is that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Right? They have a laser show. They're like, we really love when they do the laser Led Zeppelin show.
Let's get to, I guess, favorite deaths. So, Grant, was there anything that kind of stuck out to you as either a favorite path that was either weird or interesting, or a favorite death? I
think what we've been discussing, the one which I found quite frustrating. Where I was like, well, I'm gonna go for the magic box full of lasers that catches vampires, and then just to have them, no, silly creature, you chose the wrong thing. I got a bit upset at that because I wanted to do something. But my favorite ending, my favorite death, was when you drive the train off a cliff and it explodes.
Yes, I got that too.
That was that way, and it has some really nice textual art where it's like down and line break and down and line break, and then the train crashes, and that I first like speaking as a writer, that's one of the finest endings you can put in any book. So the fact that it's here was very nice to see.
So yeah, what happens is like the vampires, they separate their cars from the rest of the train, and they basically like hypnotize the conductors to like keep shoveling in coal. So it goes faster and faster and faster.
Gotcha.
Okay, you say, stop, you yell, trying to pull the engineer's hands from the throttle, but his grip doesn't loosen, and the fireman keeps shoveling coal like a machine. Faster and faster, the engine races along the tracks, and now it does take off. It springs from the tracks, arcs through the air, and plunges down, the end. And this is like one of the few pictures I feel that really worked, too, where like the cross-hatching looks really cool. Because there's a lot of negative space too. So
like he hasn't coloured in the rest of the page in black scratching, so you can see what's happening, which is quite useful.
Exactly. Abby, did you have a favorite?
Well, I have a favorite on death. Because there's a point where the vampires capture you, Nina, Mrs. West, and Uncle Andrew, and they turn you all into vampires. You don't realize it until you wake up in the castle basement, and you all say you're hungry, and then you go up into the night and you are thirsty for blood. And I think that's a really wonderful ending. But I think my very favorite ending is when you're in that weird like laser kind of show, you hear the box calling to you, the box with the painting, or you don't, but Nina does. And she's like, the painting is a portal. And I was like,
yes.
Oh, girl, yes, give me that. So there's this awesome illustration where you look like Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance.
What a pull.
Thank you. And
which result is this?
Yeah, it's great. So it's on page 114, if you want to see it yourself. It's beautiful. You go into this painting box, and you and Nina are falling. The bats, the Countess and Count turn into bats and follow you into the painting. And then you like get spit out of the painting, but the bats are captured inside. And you and Nina wake up, and Mrs. West is also there. And
yeah, but you wake up in the train car.
You wake up in the train car,
with the painting and the
bloodstone. But the bats are captured inside the painting.
And you're like, was it a dream? We'll never know.
Nina and her aunt wake up, and for a long time, the three of you stare at one another wordlessly. You all avoid asking the questions in your minds. Best not to ask them. Best to leave them buried. Best to believe it was all nothing but a dream.
I love it.
Let's maybe wrap it up. What did we think of this one?
It was exactly what I was hoping for. The only thing that I will say, I told Peter as we were getting ready, I did have a misprint. I hate when I have a misprint in books. I had an ending that told me to go to page 80.
The mushrooms where you have to eat the cookies that taste like mushrooms.
On page 61, I have to eat these cookies.
The vampires give you cookies.
The vampires offer me cookies, and I eat them, and they taste like shrooms. And it says, turn to page 80, and I go to page 80. I'm on the train at this point when I eat the cookies, and I go to page 80, and then I'm in the castle. So
the cookies are just that good. But no,
are strange in Transylvania.
We figured out, and you're supposed to go to 87.
Yeah. So that aside from that small thing, I was very enchanted. I loved this one. I thought it was good. It was a fun time. There's like the small thing, not so small thing, obviously, of misusing the term gypsy.
It was 1984.
But it's 84.
Yeah.
So I would say if you're picking this book up yourself to read it, please just, superimpose the right word.
And write it in. Just in case the child finds it.
So, but yeah, what did you think, Grant?
I was really charmed. As I said, I'd never really read one of these before.
Yes.
I've never really experienced this. And so it was this sort of freewheeling, breakneck pace that the plot goes through, and I got to do things, and characters spoke to me, and no one was like, "I'll give you 2 gold pieces for your knife," and then you sell him the knife, and then he stabs you. There was none of that. This was all quite fun. It wasn't like it was quite camp in a way
Yes.
I really liked. I thought the supernatural elements were fun, and so like I didn't quite know what was going to happen. I liked the way that it felt. It reminded me a lot of like point and click games as well, because it was like, right, you're on the train and here's the thing you can go and look at. And the other thing I really enjoyed is one of the things about Fighting Fantasy is Choose Your Own Adventures work it into their programming, whereas Fighting Fantasy does it in more of a transparent way. So it'll be like, if you have the blood jewel, turn to page 86. If you don't have the blood jewel, turn to page 100, which just says you died, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And so this was much more like, okay, you're going to get to an ending and it's going to be interesting. It's not going to be one you've seen before, just by going through and telling the story. So that was fun. And I can imagine like being 12 years old, being 10 years old and reading this. Oh, that would have been exciting. Especially in 1984, we barely had telly.
True.
Well, great. I think there's a lot we didn't cover in this book. There's so much more that happened, but I agree that this is a good one to start with if you're curious. So I'm glad you had a great experience with it, Grant. But I want to make sure that we leave time to talk about all the amazing projects that you're part of.
Sorry.
Like that.
Sorry. So I've been doing amazing projects all day. It was quite nice to talk about a silly book from the 80s. Okay, so I'm part of Rowan, Rook and Deckard, who are a role-playing games publisher. We publish a bunch of stuff, and we've expanded a little bit, so publishing more stuff, which is exciting. But at present, the next thing that's coming out, which you can pre-order now. Oh, sorry. If you want to buy something now, and you liked my vampire voice, you should back Eat the Reich. Eat the Reich is an over-the-top, hyper-violent, so ultra-violent game where you play one of 6 beautiful vampire commandos who are coffin-dropped into occupied Paris in 1943 with a singular goal of drinking all of Adolf Hitler's blood. It's very straightforward. It's a big, bombastic, exciting, silly game. And if you want something clever, coming 2025, we're doing a game called Hollows. And Hollows is an exploration into toxic masculinity through the medium of boss fights. Which is quite good fun. You can find all of us. Oh, and also I release one game a month for free, which is only 1 page long. So if you want some free stuff, you can go to rrdgames.com and find all of our stuff. And you can either give me money or not, and I probably won't know either way.
Fair enough. And you do have a Patreon too?
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Okay. Well, I'll make sure to put links in the show notes.
It's patreon.com/GS Howitt. I'm GS Howitt everywhere. I only use the S in my screen names. But you can if you search Grant Howitt, you'll find me. I'm not that hard to find, and you can find a lot of, like, if you want to follow me on social media, it's just a lot of pictures of toy soldiers, because that's what I do with my life now. I write books, and then when I'm not writing books, I make toy soldiers, and then sometimes I fall asleep.
Well, thank you so much, Grant, for being on. Like I said, this is kind of a dream come true. Honey Heist was one of my. It kind of got me into like alternative RPG games.
Oh, fantastic!
I have copies of.
You got Goblin Quest.
I have Goblin Quest. It's
delightful.
This is such a great book. I loved playing every minute of this. So I've been a big fan for such a long time. So thank you so much. This is a little bit of a dream for me.
It was lovely. I got to talk about a book. It had almost nothing to do with role-playing games. And I didn't, like, only at the end did I have to do my Eat the Reich spiel. So I'm quite happy with this. This was a pleasing hour and a half.
Awesome. Well, yeah, thank you so much for joining us, Grant.
No worries. See you around.
How about let's get to letters. So we got a comment from a friend that from Instagram, and we kind of referenced it in the show, but we kind of wanted to give it its due course.
Yeah, so I referenced it in the show here with Grant, but I did want to just mention it. Our listener John said, our listener and Fran, because there are Frans, I often read the CYOA series as if it were the same you in every book. With all the cousins and uncles who get you into the various adventures, it seemed you had a very large extended family. I believe Trouble on Planet Earth was the first time in the CYOA verse where you, as the main character, have a sibling.
I think that's accurate.
I think so too. So we missed that one. Thanks, John.
Sometimes you have like parents, obviously,
right.
But it could be the same parents carrying over every time.
Yeah. So John said, my reaction as a young reader was, oh, they must have finally run out of cousins. And to support the notion of a single CYOA verse, remember those two other planets mentioned in Trouble on Planet Earth, Zermacroid and Ophos. Those are from Space and Beyond.
Yeah, we forgot that.
Yeah, they're probably, realistically, when you think about it, is just one single CYOA verse. Think about like Dr. Nera Vivaldi.
Mm-hmm.
She is a reoccurring character. I mean,
Yes.
there are reoccurring characters and reoccurring themes and things like that. So
And sometimes references.
references.
Mhm.
So it makes sense that there's at least some reoccurring
So by
crossover.
By book 30, you're just hardened and just
Yeah. So yes, you are a battle worn.
like...
Anyway, but that was interesting. Especially, I thought it was funny when Grant mentioned that, like, this is book 31. You've been
Mhm.
through so many things. I was
Mhm.
like, yeah, this other listener made that same point. So, but anyway, thanks, John.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Thanks for choosing us today, everybody. Make sure that you like and subscribe on the podcatcher on your choice. If you could, give us a rating on both Apple Podcasts or Spotify. That's how we get awesome grants. That's how we get awesome grants. That's how we get awesome guests like Grant. Really cool people see that, and then they're more willing to come on the show. Because it's obviously more worth their time. You can follow us on Instagram. Abby's going to post some fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And she usually posts memes,
Pictures from the book.
pictures from the book. Thank you very much. You can email us at chooseyourownbookclubpodcast@gmail.com if there is a book you're looking forward to. If there is something that we missed from a previous book, if there's this, you just want to reach out and say hi, you can do it there. You can follow us on YouTube too, because we're going to post, I think, at least some of the video of this podcast. And then, yeah, we have our previous episodes. We have the video of our Edward Packard interview on there too. You can watch that. So thanks for choosing us today, everybody. Our next book will be number 32, Treasure Diver by Julius Goodman. Should be a good one because Julius Goodman did High Ridge and he did Space Patrol.
Space Patrol.
So yeah, I think that'll be a fun one. So thanks for choosing us today, everybody. My name's Peter. I'm a librarian.
My name's Abby. I'm also a librarian.
This has been Choose Your Own Book Club. We'll see you next time.